What's the Auramar Resort really like? Let's find out. We're just outside the main entrance of the Auramar Resort here in Albufeira, and I'm going to take you on a walking tour of the hotel, so let's head inside. This is the main lobby and reception area. You can immediately see the hotel's 1980s style, which really sets the tone for what you'll see as the tour continues. The hotel is built on a hill and the main facilities are split across 4 different levels. Over here is the main reception desk. Check-in was fairly straightforward and the staff were very helpful. Just off reception is the main lobby bar. It has plenty of seating and is a comfortable place to sit and watch the world go by. There's also a TV here showing sport, and there's also some outdoor seating too. The bar here serves coffees, teas and soft drinks, but no alcohol. Don't worry though, as we'll show you 2 other bars on site, which we'll come to shortly as the tour continues. From here we're heading down via this covered walkway, which links the main building with the restaurant on the next level down. As I mentioned, the hotel is built on a hill and there are a fair few steps, but you'll be pleased to hear that there are also lots of lifts and ramps to help you get around. We're now coming out at the entrance to the main buffet restaurant. Just to the side are the toilets, and next to those is the activity board, which shows what's on today and across the rest of the week. Straight ahead is the buffet restaurant itself. It's a good sized space and the food and service was very good. Check out our full review for more details. We'll now head down these steps to the next level, which is where you'll find the brilliantly named dancing bar. This is where the evening entertainment takes place, and there's a bar here too. As you can see, this is a large area and it's also one of the main places to get a drink in the evening. They serve pretty much everything: beer, wine, spirits and soft drinks. Even though it's a large space, it can fill up fairly quickly, especially once the entertainment gets going, so it's worth getting a seat early on. There's an outdoor area attached to this space, so let's step outside and take a look. This section was mainly used by smokers when we visited, but it was also a nice spot to sit in the sun. From here you can see some of the steps and ramps and how the hotel is built into a hill. You can also get a good view over the main pool with the sea just beyond that. As you can see, there are lots of sunbeds down there, which I imagine can get very busy in peak season. You can also just see another pool in the distance, which we'll head to shortly. Before that though, we'll drop down one more level to the pool bar. Just a quick reminder that we filmed this in January. It was around 12 degrees and we just had a quick shower, which is why you might see some people wrapped up warm. This is the pool bar. It's a bit soulless, but they do offer a full range of drinks, and you can also get snacks and food here during the day, including fruit, sandwiches, crisps, hot dogs and burgers, which were all very tasty. We'll head back outside now. Over there is where most of the animation activities take place, but we're going to walk in the opposite direction and towards the kids club and the second pool. As we go, you'll see there's more outdoor seating here on the left, where you can sit out and enjoy your pool bar food in the sun. If you follow this path, it will take you back up towards reception, but we'll be turning right. As you can see, there are plenty of sunbeds here, and the grounds are all very neatly kept, something you'll see throughout this video. Just coming into view is the kids club and the second pool area. Again, there are plenty of sunbeds available, and to the left are some of the rooms that overlook this pool area. Like the other areas, it's clean and tidy and well looked after, and looks like a nice space to spend the day in the sun. To our left is the kids club, but we'll carry on across the grass to the far side of the pool where the sea view really starts to open up. There are some pool showers over here, and from this point you'll get your first proper glimpse of the beach and the sea. The beach is just a 2-minute walk away, and it's also worth knowing that you can walk all the way along the beach to the old town. As I mentioned earlier, this area is where the animation team run activities during the day. From here you can also see back towards the restaurant, the dancing bar and the pool bar we've just visited. To get back up to the top level, you have the choice of the steps or ramps. We'll take the ramps, which zigzag their way up the hill. Over there is the gate that gives you direct access to the beach. And over to the right, there's more seating areas with some really nice ocean views. As you can see, the grounds are pretty well maintained, and there are lots of little places to sit and enjoy your surroundings. Straight ahead is the small crazy golf course. Simply pop into reception if you want to play, it's free. Also from here you can see our room on the 3rd floor, room 318, which had a great sea view. Again, you can find out more about that in our main review. Okay, from here we'll start heading back towards the main building. The building on our left is one of the 4 accommodation blocks, Block D. And just ahead you'll find more activities, the table tennis and pool table area. That entrance takes you back into the restaurant, but we're going to be heading up these steps and following the path. We could have got into the lift in D block, but the steps are just as quick. As we get to the top, you can see the main hotel building ahead, and to our right is the covered walkway we used earlier. To our left is the indoor heated swimming pool, which is a really great place to have, especially in January. Let's head back into the main building now. To our left is the entrance to the indoor pool, but we're going to head back towards the hotel shop and reception area. The curtained room on our right is a small room for playing cards and games, and is accessed via the main lobby. And on the left is the hotel shop. It sells a real mix of everyday items, including toys, wine, snacks, toiletries, and some travel essentials like sun cream and inflatables. It's quite large compared to some shops we've seen at other hotels. We're back in the main corridor now and heading back towards reception, and there are just a few more facilities we haven't showed you. Here we are in the main lobby, and ahead you've got a handy book exchange and excursion kiosk, and the travel rep area where you can get information about your trip home. There's also some toilets, and through this door is the entry to the games room we saw earlier. If you want more detail, on screen now is our full review, covering the rooms, the food, and what day-to-day life is like at the hotel, plus a few nearby places we visited during our stay. That's the end of this walking tour of the Auramar Resort Hotel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.